Greetings, I am Sidra, and I'd like to thank you so very much for joining me on this 10-day challenge of mine. This 10-day challenge that I am embarking upon is to intentionally step out of my comfort zone and also doing things that frightens me. Now, I don't declare that every day of the 10 days that I'll be doing things that frighten me. However, I will be doing some things that frighten me within those 10 days and also stepping out of my comfort zone. And so today I want to talk about a bill that just passed that I believe that our Governor Brian Kemp here in Georgia just passed a bill. Did you guys know that there was a law or laws that protected squatters? There were laws that protected squatters up until April the 24th of 2024, right? And so the bill, which was HB 1017, and I think this is vitally important because this is going to be the topic of what I share today with my acronym. The bill was passed, the bill HB 1017 passed the Georgia House and the Senate and was signed by the governor on April 24th, 2024. The legislation creates the offense of unlawful squattering when someone enters the residence upon permission without the rightful occupant's knowledge or consent. So I am not going to assume that you know what a squatter is, right? So a squatter is someone or a group of people who take possession of an empty property, right? And that has become a nuisance. And so these people had the law to protect them. So let's just say, for an example, we have several people who go and fight for our country, right? And so while these military or army or navy or marines go out to fight, you know, while they're away, they're gone for several months at a time, they have people to come and take possession of their property, right? And so when they return home, there was a law that protected the people who took possession of his home or their home while they were away. I want to talk about S.T.E.P, S-T-E.P. And STEP is to start the eviction process, right? And so although this law that was just passed is in place, there are some of us who this law does not apply to, right? So start the eviction process. Now, this law was in place for those who came without permission to take possession of someone's home or domain. Well, some of us have invited, have welcomed, and have lived with attitudes or behaviors or thoughts for so long that we believe that, you know, there's nothing that we can do. But I am here to beg the differ, right? So S.T.E.P, like, it is time for us to take that step to start the eviction process. Let's begin to evict doubt. Let's begin to evict limitation. Let's begin to evict fear, right? Bam, fear don't live here no more. It is up to us, the individual who welcomed it in, the individual who established that relationship with doubt or that relationship with fear, right? So it is up to us to begin that eviction process for these thoughts, for these behaviors, because it serves us no more, right? And especially ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, since we are on this, embarking on this journey of stepping out of our comfort zone. And we have to be okay with feeling uncomfortable while we go through the transition of something new, right? So I want to encourage you. And what does that process look like? You know what? I am so glad you asked. That process looks like speaking to that woman in the mirror, right? Speaking to that man in the mirror and declaring that this is exactly what we're going to do, right? So I declare that when you can name a thing, you can change a thing. So I want to ask you, what would prevent you from stepping out of your comfort zone? What would prevent you from doing something that frightens you? And when you are able to identify what that thing is, that's the first thing that needs to be evicted, right? So I want to encourage you to start that eviction process. Take that very first step, with confidence, with the conviction, with the knowing that you are going to go on this journey. You are going to obtain the end results that you desire, because now is the time, right? So again, I want to thank you guys for joining me. I want to thank you for participating or spectating. It is okay. Whatever it is that you choose to do for these next 10 days, it's okay. It's okay. But I am more than confident that one of these days, if it had not been yesterday, and if it was not today, I believe one of these days that you are going to get on this journey, or even to embark on your own journey, right? So I think I need to, evict, like what would provoke my camera to move? Oh, the wind. Okay, so the wind is telling me I need to change my position. Okay, here I am. I have changed my position. I have got a new stance, and this is how this is gonna go, right? So there's gonna be oppositions, right? And we just got to prepare and expect to go with whatever it is that's coming along. Nobody said it was gonna be easy. So this is me telling you it is not gonna be easy. Like taking the very first step, it's not gonna be easy. But you're gonna find that with every single step that you take, it does get easier, right? So again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for participating. Thank you for spectating. And I do believe that I will see you either on my journey, or I will be a spectator on your journey, right? Thank you again for joining me. And until the next day, take that first step. Bye.